What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talking Shit, episode 110. My name is Barrett Courtney. I'm one of your hosts. And here, joined with me, are my two great co-hosts and even better friends, the bisexist from Texas, Henry Montiero. What was that? Say something for the beautiful audio listeners. No? Nothing?
Spange. It's part of the mystery.
So, Henry, you're back from Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you went to Pittsburgh as well.
Yeah. The other city in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. How's the Midwest? How's the Midwest doing? Checking up on my baby?
Son, that ain't the Midwest. That is, in fact, the East.
I mean, Ohio is the Midwest. Yeah.
It's called New England. You know what letter starts with the same letter as starts England? East.
Shut up.
East.
But you had fun. We missed you last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had fun.
You went to go see art.
Art.
A lot of art you didn't like. Some art you did like. It's cool. We missed you.
Yeah.
And over here is the Filipino chump, Max Romero. What's up, Max?
Intro song.
But what?
It'll be edited in. We want Ocean Man edited in.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to get copyright strikes.
Just the part where it's like, Ocean Man.
Max, how you doing?
Doing pretty well, as stated a little earlier.
Yeah,
Especially well this morning.
We recorded the monthly exclusive episode right before this one, which you can check out on patreon.com/BGG. If you give us $1 a month, you can get an exclusive episode every month.
What's the topic? It's part of the mystery.
For $1, you can feed a hungry Henry near you.
I starve. Feed me.
So some housekeeping here. I wanna do a couple of shout outs. Housekeeping. One, shout out to Kinda Funny for their amazing new set. Have you checked it out at all yet?
I don't know where to live, my man.
Well, no, like their videos now are like in a new studio. How do you like it?
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah, I think it looks fucking crazy good. The fucking video wall right behind them changes for every show.
I think they should do it in front of a green screen, and the background is just always the shots from soaring over California, where it's going over the coastline.
They could do that. They could like just find that video and have it play. I sort of like it's not a green screen.
If we ever get a green screen, can we just do that and for the background of all of our videos?
No.
And then one time it'll be green screen Sonic 06 footage.
Jesus fuck.
It's just always Sonic Adventure.
We do have something behind us though. If you're watching the video, we have a very nice Deus Ex poster that I got since I pre-ordered Deus Ex to pick it up.
I wish that poster said "bless up" instead.
Why? Bless up, son. And also, I wanna do a weekly thing on Talking Shit now, where we
measure dicks,
where we tell people to go send love to someone, where we shout someone out and be like, hey, go send love to this person. And the person I want to shout out this week is Mr. Sean Pitch. Go on Twitter. Go follow at Sean Twisters
and challenge him to a fight.
And challenge him to a fight because he will kill you, and because he's a trained jiu-jitsu fighter. And also, just send him some love. Just be like, yo, you a sexy motherfucker. You shaved your beard. You're looking good. Just yeah. So just send him some love. I'm gonna do this everywhere. I'm gonna choose someone to shout out. And if you guys want to do it as well, choose someone to shout out.
Harambe.
Do it for Harambe.
Dicks out.
Lights out for Harambe.
Damn. I don't know if we can do that right now. So yeah, just shout out to him. And also, doing a new show. I talked about it last week on Talking Shit. That if you're watching the video versions of this, you might learn something more about the show this coming week. So definitely check that out. And that's all I got to say. That's all I want to do.
It's all the mystery.
Simple housekeeping. It's part of the mystery.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, this is Talking Shit. It's BZG's weekly podcast where we bring in random topics of discussion. We talk some shit about those topics. If you like that, head on over to patreon.com/BZG. Like I said earlier, give us $1 a month. You get that exclusive episode I talked about, and you get all of our regular episodes early in audio form before the video portions go up on YouTube, where the episode is broken up topic by topic, Monday through Thursday, and before the audio version goes up for everybody on Friday on SoundCloud, on RSS feed, and on Stitcher. If you didn't know, Stitcher is the future of radio. It's radio on demand.
Stitcher 3, Wild Hunt.
You can now listen to Stitcher on demand right now. Talking Shit. You can listen to Talking Shit on Stitcher. You can download the free app today, where you can listen to our show and many other shows. Apparently, over 40,000 shows anytime, anywhere. Stitcher is an award-winning free app that lets you listen to all your favorite shows, plus discover more than 40,000 news, entertainment, and sports shows, and really dumb ones like this one.
We're sports.
You should rate and review us on Stitcher. That would help us out a lot, so they can see the numbers.
Give us a 1.
This isn't like a proper sort of sponsor reading that I'm doing, but I'm going to do this every single episode until they decide to sponsor us. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to keep doing it. You can also get Stitcher on iOS, Android, Nook, and Kindle Fire. I don't know why you get it on those last two, but
Because that Kindle is fire.
God damn it. It's on demand, on the go. There's no downloading, no syncing, no wasted memory. So you can stream your favorite podcast, and it doesn't take that much out of your phone. So check that shit out.
Wait, there is syncing.
There is?
Like if you throw it into like a lake.
Shut the fuck up. So yeah, go check out Stitcher, Stitcher.com, and you can also look up the Stitcher app on your preferred phone device, whatever, store. Anyway, let's get into the last thing before we get into the show proper. Playing Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, amazing fucking game. I was telling you about this, and you were asking me if it's Game of the Year contender. And I don't know. I want to sit on that. But it has taken over my life in the last 2 days. I'll say that. We got this nice poster or flag sort of thing in the back. I got it on Tuesday or Monday night. I did the whole pre-order, went to GameStop, and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." Sean pointed out to me, "It's like this is interesting that that Deus Ex is getting like a midnight release because it although it's a praised series, it's not as popular to like justify." A midnight release. And then we realized the reason that they're giving out Deus Ex 9 o'clock midnight release is because Madden 17 also came out. So they probably figured, we should probably do this as well.
Football.
So I was one of the 2 people in that huge ass line to get Deus Ex. Everybody else was there for Madden 17.
Throwing the
Pre-orders Madden 17.
You would be surprised how many fucking people were there. The guy behind me came up. He's like, "This is the line for Madden 17, right?" I was like, "Yeah, Madden 17 and Deus Ex."
Deus Ex?
A lot of people
Deus
were like,
Ex?
What's Deus Ex? And it's like a better game than Madden. And not to shit on Madden. I like Madden, but it's like,
See, I'm making
like
fun
I
of-
was saying right before the show, Max and I was like, nothing new comes with Madden every year, you know?
Like tiny mechanics, but not
See,
enough
I'm
to
making-
justify another one.
It's funny because I'm making fun of them for pre-ordering Madden, but I'm probably going to pre-order WWE 2K17.
You're a fucking garbage
Oh,
truck.
see, the difference is that game is fun.
And if you
Hey, I
pre-order
like-
it, you get Goldberg.
Oh, okay, so it beats it out.
So yeah,
This game doesn't have Goldberg in it.
Or footballs.
Football! I don't know if I'm going to ever do a proper review of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Maybe talk about it on the show later on. But I will say it has taken over my life. The first night, I got it Monday night. I played till 8 in the morning. And game hasn't done that to me in a very long time. Even Arkham Knight, when that came out, I played that probably until like 5 or 6 in the morning. And the only reason I was playing that, it was not like, the game's fun, but I was, I'm a huge Batman fan, so I was just trying to blow through that story. But the reason I was playing Deus Ex for 9 hours straight was because of the gameplay, and the gameplay is getting me hooked. That's what it is right now. And the story's cool. The story isn't like, whoa, this is mind blowing, but it's not like shitty. I enjoy the story.
I have some advice for you when it comes to games.
Yeah, it was to the point where I was delirious. I was like, it was like 7:30.
We're talking Eddie Murphy delirious here?
Like Eddie Murphy, like early 90s delirious here. I was not in control of my actions because, Deus Ex this time around, it's like...
Yeah, that's what they all say in court.
You can take any situation from any angle you want. If you want to, do, guns blazing, if you want to do sort of stealth, whatever. They say that, but there is still sort of like a downfall if you try to go guns blazing because it is hard to, find ammo. But... So, I like to take the game stealthily, and a lot of this game reminds me of Dishonored in that sense, where you can you can do a lot of extra things to help you through, a main mission and whatnot, which I think is really cool. But at one point, I'm, in this office building, I'm trying to sneak out this, information from this company, being very stealthy. No one's seen me yet. And I was so tired and so out of it. I don't think I was even conscious for, a good hour that I was playing this game. Because at one point, there's, this huge, sentinel, fucking, machine walking around. And I was like, all right, and I like went out of my cover and started shooting it. And like while I was doing it, I was like, this is a terrible idea. Why am I doing this? Like I was not like, and I was like aiming down sights and I was like wobbling around and stuff. Like I was just fucking out of it. And I like for a second I was like, wait, why am I doing this? So I like reloaded a save and did the rest of the mission, like continuing my stealth sort of thing. I was like, why did I do that? Like, why did I think that was a good idea? And so I got it out of there, sort of completed that part of the mission, and then just fucking passed out for a couple hours. So, so I will say I'm really, really enjoying Mankind Divided right now. Possible Game of the Year contender. Again, I want to beat it, and I want to sort of sit on it a little bit. Get some more thoughts.
But then you'll break the disc.
I'm not that fat. God damn. Anyway, let's get into the first topic here. Enough of this Deus Ex thing. This is funny because our first topic related to our set last week, and you know we of course the topic that we have today doesn't match what we have in the background today, which is a Deus Ex poster. But
Mankind to Vankind.
what I want to talk about is what you think the NX should launch with. What game should come out with the NX when it launches inevitably sometime next year?
It should just come in the package with a brick.
So I was thinking about this because I did write something about this specifically on the BZG blog, which you can find on bzgamers.com, where I sort of like laid out like what game support the NX should have for its first year of existence, because I think that's honestly why the Wii U failed. Not because of the weird messaging and hardware, not because of the lack of third-party support. It was because of how terrible the first-party support was.
Friend codes.
So I was wondering what games you guys would like to see for... I'm getting warm. I'm just going to take it off. It's going to turn into the flannel show if I keep it on. So
What's wrong about that?
it's sort of weird, like when we all wear hats. The episode where we all wear hats, it's like really, I don't like it.
You don't like hats and flannel?
We just keep trading them in between.
So I want to get your guys' perspective of like what games you would like to see launch with the NX. Inevitably, and probably we're gonna get see The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild launch with the NX, hopefully. But yeah, I was wondering what you guys thought should go alongside Zelda.
New Mario.
New Mario?
New
Okay.
Mario Party.
New Mario Tennis? Okay.
No, New Mario Baseball.
Waluigi's own game.
Wah.
Wow.
It's a city simulator. Waluigiville.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying...
Wow.
A lot of people have been saying that they should launch with the big three: Zelda, Mario, and Metroid. And I actually think that's a big mistake, because it's sort of the exact opposite of what you'd have for the Wii U. The Wii U, the only launch game it came with any resonance was Super Mario 3D World.
Nintendo Land.
Yeah, Nintendo Land, obviously.
The best game.
And so you barely had, it was like that one game and barely anything else. And I think if you launch with these big three, you're sort of see a lack of sales. Like they're all going to be competing against each other, and you don't want that. So I think it's smart to launch with a Legend of Zelda, a Mario. But I honestly would like to see them wait on Metroid, sort of sit on Metroid for a little bit, and not because
Then you're gonna break the disc.
God damn it.
You didn't like Federation Force?
I mean, Federation Force is fine. It's a game, but it's not Metroid.
I bought Metroid Other M at GameStop for $10 yesterday.
Oh wow. Is that do people like that one?
People hate the story.
Oh, okay.
People don't really talk about the gameplay. I bought that and Sonic Colors for like less than $25 together.
Jesus. I mean, yeah, Sonic Colors gotta be like fucking 10 cents at this point.
It's $15. That's the good Sonic game.
No.
Yeah,
there's no such thing as a good Sonic game. Let me tell you.
Excuse me, Mario and Sonic at the Rio Olympic Games?
Jesus fuck, no.
Sonic Racing with Danica Patrick?
I thought the entire
Danica Patrick!
Danica Patrick.
I honestly think that you should wait to do Metroid for the fall. I think Metroid should be like their big fall game. If you bring back Metroid right, and I sort of talked about this in my like article that I wrote up. If like they treat Metroid like how Bethesda has treated Doom, of like bringing it back and sort of reminding people like what they loved about the series, sort of like the new Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah.
Henry, can you fill up my water as well?
You're not my dad.
I think that would be really smart, and I think that would actually honestly be able to compete with a lot of other fall titles, and I think that would be like the game where I think it would be smart for a lot of people because a lot of people talk about Metroid, even though it never has historically sold that well.
Would you rather have it be a Metroid game or Metroid Prime game?
Metroid.
Metroid. I would.
The Metroid Prime trilogy ended.
Yes,
It's done.
that's done. Let's not go back to that. It was great while it lasted, but yeah,
I like the first one.
And also imagine this: a new Metroid game, but using the Arkham Asylum Metroidvania style.
sort of like more enclosed. Are you thinking?
Well, Metroid's always been really enclosed. So.
Over the shoulder?
Like what are you thinking here? How are you
Like,
bringing this Arkham element into it?
They'd probably do a 3D game.
Oh yeah,
So,
but I wouldn't hate it if they went back to 2D.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, like if they sort of did like a sort of like I think honestly, if they looked at like the success of Shovel Knight and like really saw like when 2D platformers are treated well, they perform really well and they're highly praised. And I honestly think like it wouldn't be the worst decision for the new Metroid game to honestly be a 2D side scroller.
I just want I want them to make a new Metroid 2D side scroller on the 3DS.
That would be smart. And
would be
apparently
cool.
this NX is supposed to... did you hear about these like leaked specs of the NX? Where it's like this mainly like a handheld thing, but you can connect it to your TV when you're at home and whatnot. I think that wouldn't be the worst platform to have like a side-scrolling Metroid on.
No, not at all.
But is there anything else you would like to see for the NX launch? Or not even like the launch day, but like
Kirby Party.
But within the first year of NX's existence.
Uncarded.
Uncarded?
Kirby-
Wrong company.
Uncarded.
Kirby Dreamland, the suck.
The suck.
Suck with 2 C's or okay.
The suck. Suck with 2 C's.
That,
If
but
Kirby sucked you up, what would his power be? Depression.
Another one that I talked about in this article,
nihilism.
and it's one that probably people would criticize me on, but I honestly think this would be like a good sort of launch game with the NX because it's a series that like everybody knows. Not everybody loves it, but everybody knows this.
Sonic.
I've not met one person who didn't own an N64 and didn't own this game. Wave Race. Let's bring Wave Race back.
I didn't own it.
You didn't own Wave Race? Oh my god, Wave Race was so fucking good. So good. I think like honestly, like that would be like an interesting title where enough people would know about that to think like, fuck, what does that look like today?
They bring back
Like,
Excite Truck.
Like, oh, hey, I remember Wave Race. This might be cool.
More realistically, they would probably launch with an Excite bike or something of that like sort of nature. But I honestly think Wave Race very underrated. I think I would like to see that come back.
Yeah. They make finally make a sequel to Quest 64.
And one of the speaking of quests, it's
Dragon Quest?
the Dragon Quest 11 is supposed to come to the NX,
Very
which I read about.
I'm still waiting for 7 and 8 to come out on the 3DS because I'm super hyped for that.
Henry, you're the Nintendo guy. Like when you think about the NX and like what you would want to see with it, realistic or honestly, like just from your pure emotional Nintendo fanboyism, like what would you think like best case scenario? Like what could Nintendo do to like make you really love the NX games wise?
I'd really like to see a new Punch-Out game because we haven't gotten one of those since the Wii one.
Okay.
And I like Punch-Out.
Yeah, you love Punch-Out.
Best if they launch with a first party game.
Like a Mario Party or something,
Yeah.
like a return to form Mario Party.
Yeah, instead of like the Me party.
Well, not even that. It's like the fucking Mario parties. These last couple ones, it's like you all are in one cart, and you like take turns of which like place to go, and that's not like what a board game is supposed to be. Like, I
Remember when
Competitivity.
Ricky named that the worst game of the year?
yeah, and it's like I totally fucking believe it. Like that game looked so bad. Like it just was not treated well. Like the first like 3 Mario Party games are so fucking good.
And 4.
And even the first one that came out for the Wii was pretty good. I remember playing that one with my
that
dad.
8?
I think that was 8. The one where it was one where there was like a train map. Yeah, I think that was 8. Like that one was really really cool.
I've never actually played a Mario Party game.
Really? Oh, they're so fun.
They're
And,
fun
like,
when it's like there's that level of competitivity to
Yeah.
I was
there's
always
like
more of the Mario Kart guy.
I mean, you can love them all. You know, I love Mario Kart. I love Mario Party.
And I love my girlfriend.
And I love my girlfriend. And the I think
Oh, she getting in the loving position.
I honestly
Not now,
hope
babe.
that they bring back Mario Party and like sort of just call it just Mario Party.
Yeah.
We get to fucking Mario Party 10. It's like, what's the point of even numbering them?
Mario
How
Party
funny would
1.
it be if they gave up a Mario Party and started making Zelda Party?
Kirby Party, like you said.
I'd love Kirby Party.
That would be so weird. No one would buy that though.
I'd buy.
I would buy it.
I'm surprised
for
that
it.
we don't have a Mario Party where like for Mario parties it's weird because you have Mario Kart, which has like a lot of people from like just regular Nintendo, like all of Nintendo games, right?
Well, not really. Like the only ones that they have
Is like sort of the Wii U one has more.
it
of that.
has Zelda.
Yeah.
I mean,
It has Link,
it has Link. It has
Villager.
Villager and Isabelle.
Did it have Captain Falcon?
No, those are all costumes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
You have a point there.
Pokemon, and then Mario Kart DS had Rob.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember
yeah,
that.
okay.
And
God,
so-
I forget like how much I actually played of Mario Kart DS.
I love that game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
I think that's the best one. Like purely on like if you put it on like a graph of like years versus quality of game,
Yeah.
it has the highest point.
For the time, like it was probably the best.
Temporarily.
So I actually would like to see that more, like maybe in this next iteration of Mario Kart and this next iteration of Mario Party, sort of do more like the Super Smash thing, where you have more just overall Nintendo characters join in.
At least have Fox
Yeah, come on, that would be fucking dope.
and Captain Falcon,
Yeah.
Fire Emblem.
No, we don't need any more Fire Emblem.
Which
characters.
one? Blue hair Fire Emblem, red hair Fire Emblem.
Black hair Fire Emblem. They all look the fucking same and they all feel the same.
They're all my waifu. Robin is my waifu.
And another one that I'm surprised, I did talk about Mario Party in that article that I wrote, but another one that I'm surprised you have not talked about is Mother 3.
Good point.
Yeah, like I think, I honestly think NX would fucking blow out of the water, like blow everything else out of the water in 2017. Is if they're like Mother 3's finally coming to the States, you don't have to do this whole like downloading like illegal versions of it that have like the English sub.
Part of me feels like it's already coming because
Yeah.
they released the first Mother for the first time in America in Earthbound Beginnings.
Yes.
Oh.
And so I'm thinking like that's no one's favorite Mother game. Why would you release that one if you're not going to release the holy grail of games that never came out in America?
Yeah.
It's
I
like
hope they do it.
It's like imagine if they made like if they released like Final Fantasy 2 and 3 and then never released 5 into America.
So if they keep with like what they've been talking about, or what I've heard at least, like the NX is supposed to come out in like March or April, I believe. I honestly think like drop Mother 3, like, and not even talk about it, just drop it like sometime that summer.
Beyonce that shit.
Yeah, Beyonce that fucking shit.
Surprise
Frank Ocean that
everybody.
shit, but better, because Frank Ocean shit was not good.
Death Grips that shit.
That would be so like that would be a huge thing because that would give them
Death Grips game.
because that would be so easy to like fucking like sort of port over and it's like you would imagine they've been working on it for a while if they're actually bringing it to the States and just like bring that over, sort of just drop it to in the summer sort of dry spell where you don't have a lot of games. It gives them an excuse like, hey, here's this big game, everybody go play it, while they also focus on like their big fall lineup. So I think that would be like an easy sort of drop for them.
Imagine this.
What?
Retro Studios makes, for the first time since Nintendo 64, a 3D Donkey Kong game.
See, and that was another one where I was saying like they need to bring back sort of a Donkey Kong 64. Like I don't hate Tropical Freeze. I don't hate like the Donkey Kong countries.
Those are great
good,
games.
But I honestly think Donkey Kong 64 is the peak of that series. Like obviously it wouldn't be Rare doing it this time around because Rare is being fucked in the ass by Microsoft at this point, making a dumb Pirates game that does not look good. And
At least I got the Rare collection.
and from what I hear, that game is not in good shape. But which is really sad because I loved that studio. But I'm glad that the original people left to go work on Ukulele. But that would be really cool, and I think Retro would be the one to do that. What else have they worked on?
Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime. Right. Thank you.
They're mainly known for Metroid Prime and
Tropical.
the Donkey Kong Country Returns games.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Can we just agree that, despite your personal feelings, Banjo-Kazooie is a better game than Donkey Kong?
It is. But I honestly think
I've been playing Banjo-Kazooie because I got the collection.
Rare, yeah.
And I'm like, this game is fantastic.
so
and
good.
it's like, it really does show, like, man, Mario Kart 64 needed a few more, like, times. And
Oh, yeah. Like, and that's like, the whole launch of the N64 was just a fucking mess because, you know, their controller for the N64 was specifically designed only for Mario 64. And Mario 64 was very much sort of a tech demo. And I honestly think
it's still fun.
I honestly think Crash Bandicoot holds up better as a game than Mario 64.
As a platformer.
Yeah, exactly.
Banjo-Kazooie is still by far the best of any of
I think Banjo-Kazooie, DK64, and Conker's Bad Fur Day all blow everything in that generation out of the water.
Bubsy.
But
Bubsy 3D Game of the Year.
I would not hate seeing Retro go do a 3D platformer Donkey Kong game. I think that would be fucking awesome. But there was another one. There's another one that I was thinking of that they should try to do, and I forget what it was.
The Death Grips racing game, MC Riders.
But Max, what games would you what games would have to? God damn it!
I can't stop thinking about it.
What game would have to come
Flatlander.
out for you to like be
To
convinced
buy it.
to get the NX?
You guys literally covered all of them, but Mother 3 would be tier 1. Number 2 would be another like single brand Mario Party game. That was more like maybe the first 3, a little bit more competitive.
Good one.
Okay.
A new Secret of Mana game. Like, find a way to bring that series back. People love Secret of Mana.
No, I know.
And SNES is so good for RPGs.
I feel like they did like a sequel to Secret of Mana
yeah, but I
recently. It wasn't that
Did they?
good. Yeah.
Weird.
It wasn't like an obvious title, but it was like at least a spiritual successor. And then like I Am Setsuna came out recently. It was like sort of an homage to Chrono Trigger.
Oh,
A lot of
yeah.
people were very like
Yeah.
wishy-washy about it. Yeah.
Spiritual trade-off.
I'm not buying any more games until the Resident Evil 4 HD version comes out on PS4.
That comes out next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. You made it seem like I'm not going to buy any games for a long time, but that comes out next week. Because you're not going to wait a while.
Resident
So
Evil 4
next
is the
week.
best game of all time.
It's not the best game of all time, but it's a really good game. It's the best Resident Evil game.
Oh, yeah.
And the last one, interestingly enough, I'd actually like to see another WarioWare. Feel like it's been a while since we had one of those.
Like
Fuck yeah.
A good WarioWare, like, keeping the same kind of style with, like, the 5 seconds. You got to keep that. I'm trying to think of a way to, like, really bring it up to like, a new system.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be easy, you know? It's like, again, like, it's sort of just like
There's a reason we still say smooth moves, Wario.
yeah, like WarioWare was so fucking cool. It's so
It is
underrated.
really fun.
Like I think you just sort of do like the GameCube version of WarioWare, but you just sort of like put that onto the NX. Like it wouldn't be like just a port. Like you'd do like a new version, but like I think the WarioWare that came out for the GameCube is probably the best one. I really like Touched. I played Touched so many. Don't touch me. On my dad's girlfriend's DS, she would have like I would ask her to like play that game all the fucking time growing up. So
I lost my copy of Touch like in elementary school.
Yeah.
But I still have the original WarioWare for the Game Boy Advance and WarioWare Twisted. I wonder if that one's valuable at all. You never know.
when do you think a new Mario Kart, a new Super Smash Brothers should come out in the first year of the NX, or what are you thinking here?
I can definitely see them doing a re-release of the new Smash Bros. For the NX.
Yeah, just to have
not even a new one.
I don't think enough time has passed for a new one.
Yeah, like think about the gaps between other ones.
Melee, Brawl, and then
Melee
on to
and
4.
Brawl was
2001 to
7
2000.
years.
Yeah.
7 years, and then after that it was 6. So
Do we think one would at least be down the line in a couple of years?
I'd say so. At least if they introduce like a few more characters in between.
Yeah, they're probably waiting on that. Some more serialized.
Do we want to
characters.
have the Ice Climbers come back?
Yes.
Just one?
I don't like
Ice Climber.
For me, the thing is, I don't like losing characters in Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even though he's a clone, I wish they kept Wolf.
I was about to say, I really liked Wolf.
And I'm super happy that they brought back Dr. Mario, Mewtwo, and Roy.
Which one's Roy?
He's the one with the red hair.
He's the one with the flame. He's like Marth, but a little slower with flames out
He's
of his
our boy.
sword. He's the boy.
Roy, that boy.
Oh, but like specifically, I'm sort of reading my article. I wrote this months ago. I would specifically, if we're to do a Mario launch game, I would want it to be like a true 3D like Mario. Like go back to like a
64.
like a 64, like a Galaxy sort of thing. Like because we haven't had like a true 3D Mario game in a while.
I would prefer like
Like a lot of people argue 3D World, but it's still a side scroller sort of thing. It's not like a more open area.
it's like a Zelda type 3D, like the early Zelda games.
yeah, exactly.
But for me, what I would really want is like I want him to do like 64, but better because the problem for me with Sunshine and even Galaxy, and you know I love Galaxy, is that it's kind of too gimmicky with the way that it controls, and I want like a Super Mario 64. You have these locations. It's just like this open platform area. Go do your thing.
Yeah.
So the other ones that I talk about, I think we should do a Captain Toad follow up. A lot of people love that.
That was actually
that was like
a
a
nice
sleeper
gem.
hit. Like,
Yeah.
that was like no one expected to like love that game. Ricky fucking loved that game. I remember when we went to Best Buy and he was playing the demo. He's like, "This is fucking rad."
You think of Toad and all you hear is
Man, the trenches. But I think it would be really cool for them to do a new console Kid Icarus game.
Hey,
I
that'd be
just
pretty
read that
fun.
on my article, my dude. But yeah, I think it would be, and I honestly think because I was in this article, I'm thinking about like what they should put out, but also when they should put these out. And I was thinking Kid Icarus could be like a really cool summer game.
Yeah.
like that, like Kid Icarus and like Mother 3 being like the two big like summer things that like the NX has.
I'm trying to think of what would be like the best way.
Because the last time a Kid Icarus game came out was before any of us were born.
No?
3DS.
3DS Kid Icarus Uprising. It was a launch game.
Of any consequence, I should say.
Isn't that what that poster's for?
Yeah, Kid Icarus. Rise. Kid Icarus, bless up.
Yeah, so Kid Icarus, I totally fucking understand
Ice
that.
climbers.
Sidebar, who would you want in Smash as a new character? I say Cooking Mama.
That would be cool. Yeah, that's a good idea right there.
cooked you up.
They're going to put in Splatooner.
They will
yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. There's another character I was just thinking of like this is going to be destined to be in a Smash game. Surprised they haven't put Chibi Robo in yet.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people were asking for him and Bomberman. Like those were two people.
Bomberman. We should get a new Bomberman game.
Yeah, Bomberman X-02. Best game of all time.
Was that like the weird gritty remake?
The one where he had chains.
Jesus fuck. No, we should bring Bomberman back. Like,
We're talking cute looking Bomberman.
yeah.
Chibi Bomberman.
Exactly.
Chibiman.
Chibiman. Chibiman.
Chibble.
It ain't gonna happen, but an actual good new Mega Man game.
Yeah, no, that won't happen.
We couldn't even get a good ripoff of a Mega Man game.
Also, fuck.
4-hour credit sequence.
I know, it's nuts.
I had one. I had it, and then you talked about fucking Mega Man, and now I forget what I was gonna. I forget. I had like a gem. I had a gem of like this would be really cool to see.
First party?
I think
Thirst
so.
Party.
I think it was a first party one. I don't fucking remember.
Pokemon?
No.
No, the
Although
Pokemon-
they are talking about doing a Pokemon game for the NX though.
Okay, like Pokemon Arena was like.
I'm thinking of
No.
fucking like a true like 3D Pokemon game. Like, we've
Pokemon
always-
Coliseum, but without the why is this Pokemon Coliseum stuff.
Like
Yeah.
like a Pokemon style game where you're going around, you're catching Pokemon, but like a true 3D style to it, you know, like where you get to wander around and like
More
they sort of
story than the actual games.
a little more story. I wouldn't want too much story, but like I would still love like the 3DS ones now like sort of do it, but they still do the sort of like over the top. Like I would love like third person camera behind your guy like walking around going to every town.
Would you
fighting
see
gym leaders?
Would you in the wild? Would you see like the physical Pokemon come up and just
No.
It still has the wrestling grab.
It still has the like. I would still want to keep those elements, but have it be like a true 3D experience.
I just thought it'd be funny if they had a system where there was a chance where if you didn't have enough badges and the wild Pokemon was a certain level, it had a chance to fight back and it would start chasing you.
I think a good bone to throw out for hardcore fans of Nintendo would be at launch with a bunch of like more casual games, like you put out a really in-depth new Fire Emblem because hardcore Nintendo fans love themselves some Fire Emblem.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Fire Emblem's a good-ass tactical RPG.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Fire Emblem games and then Final Fantasy Tactics right above it.
Yeah. The other one, the last one that I can think of.
The Fast of Us.
The Fast of Us. Luigi's Mansion. We should get another Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. That series is definitely underrated, and they're really good.
They take it into complete like Nintendo survival horror.
That, like if they like did a little more of like the sort of creepiness and whatnot. Like I
definitely
think that would be
like
really
a
cool.
goofy survival horror game with Luigi.
That would be so fucking dope.
Luigi's Mansion PT.
Keeps going around.
Mario.
When you turn around, it's Princess Peach who comes towards you with the vomit mouth.
Peach.
The fetus is Waluigi. I'm in hell.